Wow, that was cool. Good morning and welcome to Research Revolution 2025. My name is Hanul Shah. I'm the product manager for site identification and feasibility on the sponsor experience team here at Florence. Today, I'm going to walk you through the site identification and feasibility that is designed for sponsors and CRO, that is the first few workflows of the Florence trial operations platform. Every clinical trial begins with one critical question from the sponsor: which sites will bring this study to life? For decades, that question has meant months of searching, repetitive surveys, countless follow ups, limited visibility. Sponsors spend millions trying to find the right site partners, and sites spend days trying to repeatedly answering the same surveys again and again. You know what we call that? We call that a problem. So Florence is taking the first step to change that forever. So here, we would introduce you to the site navigator. Here in the site identification, you have a global site directory which houses almost over 250,000 site profiles. And it also houses around 500,000 investigator profiles. Now, you may be asking, it's too difficult to look at through all of this, so you can filter. You can use our filter for different regions, countries, and states. To drill more down, you can also explore sites by their experience, like therapeutic area, disease focus, and to find the right investigator, you can put on filters for therapeutic area of an investigator, as well as their condition and disease experience. The results comes instantaneously. Now, as you see here, you see this verification badge. This verification badge gives sponsors and CROs a confidence because this profile is directly verified through sites and it connects directly with our site experience. In the profile, you see this investigator profiles, which gives you more details on their specialties, their therapeutic area experience, and if they have any regulatory action on them. So you de-risk your selection. In the coming soon, we will also give insights into a study history, capabilities, and performance. Now, to show you more for the feasibility, what you can do is, let's just imagine, fast forward a little bit. You have a list of the sites and you would like to send out a feasibility. We just want to simplify the workflow of a feasibility to a more structured web form to begin with. Here, imagine you have selected few of the sites that you think it's potential. You can go into our feasibility module. Right here, you can access multiple feasibility forms if you already have so. Or you can begin by using our Flowbot. Think of it as an intern or a companion that you have. You can simply upload your existing feasibility forms, and our AI will gonna extract the questions and response choices to create a draft feasibility. Now, we believe in AI assisted feasibility. That means human is always the one who will make a decision. So you have a feasibility, you have an access to edit, add more questions, create a draft, finalize it, and send it to your multiple teams who has to review and then send it to the sites. At the end of the day, you are making a decision on finalizing this form. Soon enough, we will also release our protocol and protocol synopsis document that you can upload on top of it, which will drive your feasibility draft more accurate and give you more results on top of it. Now, fast forward a little bit. Imagine you have sent it to the sites. Now, how, as a sponsor and CRO, I keep a track of it? It gets difficult for us to keep a track of it. The sites receive it in the email, but for a sponsor, how will I track the different responses? The sites are on the different stages, if they have rejected to participate in this trial, or if they would like to participate in this trial. So for that, you can live track for each of your feasibility forms at what stage they are. You can see what each site where, if they have either submitted it, if they have overdue this form, or if they have rejected to participate in the trial. Now imagine if the site has completed and you would like to view some of their responses, you can simply click onto the view response and you can get insights into what they have submitted. You can download this further to use or take it into a different platform that you may have, or you can simply transfer it to our connected flows, which is SiteLink, and to our further study startup platforms. Now, to show you guys, um, you may be asking how all of this gets connected. This is powered through our Florence operational platform, but also it is enhanced through our strategic partnership with Sightline. It directly connects with our site experience, and it also connects with our sponsor experience. So to show you further on how it connects to our site experience, please welcome on stage Mike Wong.
Hello. Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome to Research Revolution. My name is Mike Wong, and I'm your product manager here at Florence on the site experience side. Thank you, Hanno, for that wonderful handoff. Today, I'm going to go over your site profile and your site feasibility workflows as part of our new trial operational workflow platform. So let's talk about your site profile. Now, it's great if Hanno knows me and my site and all of my strengths and selects me for his next trial. But what about the sponsors and sites out there that don't really have that connection? We really want to enable you, the site, to manage your online profile to not just make sure that it's up to date, but to make sure you truly shine, to make sure you have all your site information, your capabilities, and your latest trials that you're working on, to make sure that when they see your profile, they can make the best choice and select you for their next trial. Really putting you in the driver's seat and control exactly how you want to be seen, searched, and selected. So let's see how we make that work. I'd like to formally introduce you to our site experience dashboard, your one-stop shop for everything. As soon as you log in, we'll prompt you to verify your site information. Let's see how this works. When you log in, you'll see your site profile. Everything we know at Florence know about your site, along with the global trial and site data with our partners at Sightline, we're bringing you all that information to you in this workflow. So you can review all the information, make sure everything is accurate, up to date, update your latest site capabilities, and ensure that everything is accurate. Once you verify your site information, we'll move on to your contact, making sure that the sponsors reach the right person within your organization. And of course, last but not least, we'll ensure that you get to update all of your site personnel to make sure sponsors and CROs see exactly who they'll be working with at your site. Once that verification process is done, you receive a green check mark, as Hanno mentioned. Much like a lot of social platforms out there where they can see a green check mark to see that you're a verified site, that your data is accurate and up to date. This builds trust so they can see that, okay, you're active and ready to be selected for their next trial. Sponsors can see this and coupled with their data about your site and make the best informed decision for their next trial. So what happens after you verify your profile? We dropped you in here to our new dashboard. Based on your user roles, permissions, and assignments within your organization, you can see all the data right here on your dashboard. So you can get started on your day easily and quickly. You'll be able to see all the data based on your organization, your study, or your sites, however you see fit and however you want to go about your day. Once you bring up all that information, we'll show you all the tasks related to your sites and your studies and the latest activities so you can be able to prioritize your day and know what you have to complete. We'll bring all the latest documents across all of your studies and your sites. So as a one-stop shop, you have everything right at your fingertips across any of the Florence applications that you're subscribed to. And we'll extend this, of course, to our third-party applications, bringing contracts and budget tools and RBs. So everything is in one place for you to start. So next, let's talk about site feasibility. Everybody just cringed a little, I know. I've talked to a lot of sites, and you've told me over and over again, you're just sick and tired of answering the same 50, 100 questions, sometimes from the same sponsors. So what are we going to do for you? We have this brand new site feasibility workflow where you land in this dashboard and be able to see all the feasibility questionnaires that you have all in one place. But I'd like to turn your attention to our knowledge library. No more digging through emails and spreadsheets. We'll enable you to update and upload all of your feasibility questionnaires in this one place in the knowledge library. You'll be able to organize everything as you see fit based on your organization by therapeutic area, by PIs, or by sites. Again, up to you and how you want to organize that data. Once you upload all of your completed feasibility data and questionnaires, we'll see how Florence AI gets to work for you. Now, as Heno mentioned, he's identified my site. He's sent me a feasibility questionnaire. Let's go ahead and complete that on this platform. I can see we have our feasibility questionnaire here. So let's click into this and see what happens. You'll be able to select the exact knowledge library of the data you want to use to complete this feasibility questionnaire. Again, based on therapeutic area, the site, and the PI that you may be answering this for. Once you select that data and you use our AI suggested answers, we'll bring the most relevant and accurate information to you with the human in the loop to verify its accuracy and update as needed to complete this feasibility survey. Now, you're probably asking, what if the sponsor CRO is not on our Florence platform? No problem. We have a way for you to upload any external questionnaire into this platform, whether it comes in a PDF, a Word doc, Excel, and we'll be able to parse out all those questions for you so you can still leverage your knowledge library to answer those questions. So you can see we've parsed out all the questions for you. You can load into the app and use it as if the sponsor has sent you that questionnaire right on our platform. And now you're probably asking me, what if the sponsor CRO has their own survey tool? No problem. We got you there too. We have a Chrome extension where on any survey platform, you can load up our Chrome extension and bring the answer right to you on any platform. Simply load up the survey tool, highlight the question, and search the knowledge library that you built for your sites with your data, and we'll bring the answer right to you. And once that is done, you can also add any new questions and answers right back into your knowledge library so you can use that data for your next feasibility survey. And if there's anything else I'm missing, please come see me at our Unplugged session and we'll talk about it. And there you have it, our site experience platform as part of our trial operation platform with site profile and feasibility. And we're just getting started. We would love to work with you to see what else we can bring to ensure your site profile truly shines. And with that, I would really like to bring up Ashley from our Kanza to talk about our process and our journey together working on this. Welcome, Ashley.
Good morning. I'm so glad to be here for iPhone 11,000 release. This is so exciting.
I mean, we've been working through this site profile and feasibility. Can you tell me a bit about how the site profile really brings value to your site?
We are so excited about this site profile being out there to reach sponsors we may not otherwise be able to reach. What better way to reach a bigger community than all of our information being out there instead of trying to play the telephone game and get a sponsor or get a study and you don't have the most up-to-date information where we can just go right here and it is all there for everybody to view. And even if something changes, it's in real time and we have the ability to update that instead of having to wait for whatever life cycle that may be.
And now do you really want to share your feasibility challenges, workflows, efficiencies, and how we are going to help with that?
The amount of feasibility reports we complete in a day is outstanding. It's absurd. And it's usually the same questions. We all answer the same questions. We still use Florence. Yes, it has not changed. The beauty of a feasibility report already being done for us is we get time back. And we are in the business of time because we are working hard to ensure that our loved ones and their loved ones get more time, whether it's 1 day, 1 week, or a couple of months. And with these feasibility reports already being completed, we get to give back even more time in the long run.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
So with that, as we work through, as we continue this journey on the trial operations platform, Heno has identified my site. He sent me a feasibility survey. I've completed that, and now my site is selected. So now I'd like to bring up Nish to talk about how Florence conducts trials.
Thank you, Ashley and Mike. As Mike very rightly said, we've seen how sites are identified, we've seen how feasibility is completed, and the right sites are selected. The next thing to do is see how our trials are conducted through the trial operations platform. Hi, everyone. I am Nish, and we'll be showing you exactly that and how we automate readiness for sponsors and CROs. For over a decade now, Florence has built a trusted and loved trial operations platform for sites. But as we continue to link our sponsors and sites closer together, we've heard one need consistently. We must reduce the burden around maintaining inspection readiness. And in this next chapter, we're doing exactly that. And doing so by streamlining site startup, de-risking document exchange, and accelerating oversight, while collecting data that informs your trial strategy. And the best part, we do this by connecting to where your sites are already conducting their workflows. So without further ado, let's jump right into it and show you what that looks like. In the time that it takes to prepare a startup packet for a single site, hundreds of sites can have their EISF ready, their system trainings routed, and their essential documents in place. An infrastructure that would take weeks to build is set up and live in just a few minutes. We are reducing risk to your trial timelines by streamlining the site startup process. And what makes this better? Integrations with your eClinical ecosystem. Throughout the trial operation, documents and metadata flow from external systems into Florence and to its connected sites. Staged and classified perfectly, ready for distribution per your trial and your document's needs, ensuring that you're de-risking the document exchange process and never missing a site. And as the trial evolves, any updates, any related communication, or recalls through one interface, a reimagined site inbox. A site inbox that is connected directly to the site's EISF. And as sites complete their work within their EISF, sponsor-ready documents don't have to stop there. Documents that meet your quality standards can be pushed straight to the eTMF through this one shared platform. This is document exchange, the way that it was always meant to be. And in a world of automated flow and connected platforms, the definition of oversight changes. Oversight is no longer about chasing documents and following up with sites. It's about giving you the ability to jump directly into the site with controlled and compliant access. One that is gated by training requirements, but enhancing the monitor experience by giving them access to documents straight at the source. The monitor experience is reimagined by giving them the ability to drill down and see exactly where in the document lifecycle their action is required. This is not business continuity in the guise of email threads. This is a tool for collaboration where sites do their best work, one that inspires action. And as the trial evolves, all of the operational data that we're collecting throughout it is informing how your studies are progressing and giving you a view of your study portfolio. What's better, we also get to dive straight into a specific study to view aggregated intelligence, see how sites are utilizing the EISF and the site document health metrics. We're fueling your trial and site strategy by providing you with real passive data that's collected over active workflows, workflows that your sites already use, own, and adopt. In this next chapter, we're accelerating CROS by reducing friction, enhancing collaboration, and bringing research to life faster than ever before. Thank you, everyone. Welcome again to Research Revolution. If you're interested to dive into any of these workflows further, you can find us at our Product Unplugged sessions. And with that, I would now like to welcome back on stage Ryan to close with the future.
Let's have another. I don't need this because I got the other thing. How about now? Number 6. Let's have another round of applause. Not yet, but I'm so thrilled for the contributions of Henel, Mike, Nish, and Ashley for advancing collaboration between sites and sponsors. Mac, we're done. And so it's been a true pleasure this morning, to gather all of you humans in one room. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with us in rainy Atlanta. And it was also a true pleasure to introduce the trial operations platform that can cascade workflows, including study startup, feasibility, document exchange, to make sites and sponsors work better together. And the slides told the truth. Even though this is a big moment, even though this is a moment for us to pivot, there's one more thing. And true to Florence, because site teams are busy and sponsor teams are busy, we like to make one more thing, one less thing. And so I'm very excited to introduce Jim Wagner from TCN, who's built a career in building AI applications that create trust between parties, onto the stage. Jim?